Do guys think they're better than girls?
I think that's obvious.
Sometimes you talk about me in front of me to your friends, but it's never anything bad.
Yeah, it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a perfect example of what happened. Oh my god, I'm so sorry! Oh my god, I did not know this was gonna hurt so bad!
Rubber ducky, guys. Listen, we're in a predicament. The weather's crappy.
It's terrible.
We don't feel like being active. We have smoothies in hand, or at least I do. But the thing is, I'm the only one that matters. So as long as I have this smoothie, we're all right. The rubber ducking army is all right, and the Jack and Gab fam is about to get some quality content. What?
Scoot your chair forward. There's a shadow on your face.
Gabrielle, sorry.
Jack, come on.
I'm not a beauty guru, guys. Okay, so welcome back. Here's my makeup palette. What?
Put up the back of the seat.
No, I want to be able to lean back. Gabrielle, I'm claustrophobic. Man, you boy afraid of Santa Claus. Have no what? Duh? No, that'd be balls. Not duh.
Oh, okay.
Please. Gabrielle, refrain from insulting me like that. Okay, I like to think I have at least 2 peaches down there. And matter of fact, they're starting to grow some fuzz because I'm becoming a man. So guess what? I don't need your attitude, alright? You hear me?
I hear you.
Today, we're going to be discussing, or Gabrielle's wanted to film this video for so long, and I've refused because I know for a fact that I'm going to say something incredibly offensive and everyone is going to attack me.
But that's how every single video is.
And if they don't attack me, one of these days, I'm going to have some publicity stunt that goes wrong. I'm going to do something terrible, and then everyone's going to go back to this video from 5 years ago and use it against me.
Be like, remember when you said this?
So, why not?
Stay on topic.
Lay it down, baby.
Okay, first question.
Lay it on me, baby. I want to be sweaty.
No, be honest about this too. Don't just like lie to make yourself look better, okay?
I'm shaking on it.
I know you're a gross person. Just let everyone see
I'm a
it.
disgusting man, and I have been for years.
Yes,
and that's why Gabrielle loves me.
How often do guys have dirty thoughts?
Depends on the time and what they're doing.
So like if they're in school versus like family dinner.
You just asked me if I have dirty thoughts during family dinner.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to think of different activities that you could be having, or
and
like
the best you could come up with was family dinner in school.
In church? No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God, Gabrielle. So I will say that in school, maybe not so much in college, because in college you're more just like exhausted. You're actually having to listen and pay attention. But in high school, my brain would run rampant. Oh my God.
So that's why guys always get up out of class.
No, it's not. You're forced to sit. That's actually the opposite. If you start having dirty thoughts, which is literally just about every other class, it depends on the day though. Like, do you have something on your mind? Like if I have a test coming up, I'm not having very many dirty thoughts. But if my mind is clear, I have a clean conscience, it quickly becomes a dirty one because my brain doesn't know what to focus on. So it depends on what you're doing. Like
So like on average, how many times?
I'm trying to answer this question, but I'm trying to do it in a specific manner, Gabrielle, because this is science. Okay, this is important. They're going to use this in a book one day, and I want to make sure that I'm not wrong. Okay, so if you're in Spanish class, so for example, I used to take Spanish, and I would just cheat all the way through. And so I would just basically be wasting my time the whole time I'd be in this class for an hour every other day. I don't know what else to think about. It just so happened that there were some baddies in my class, you know, and some days they'd be wearing their uniform, and I would just be like, I wonder what it would look like if they weren't wearing their uniform. And then from there, you keep thinking, and you start to get interested, and then blood flow goes through. Girls don't ever think about this, but when a guy gets excited in school, especially,
you can't stand up.
No, you can't stand up. You have to hide it. So, but you're under your desk, so you can't cross your legs or anything really. So you're in this weird situation where you can't cover it, but you can't stand up. So you're forced to sit. Awkward. But if you're sitting, you can see it. So you're nervous. Does anyone see that I'm, you're like, oh God, I wish I should have worn my compression shorts today. I would say the average guy has a dirty thought in school every hour at least. But you have to think about it. So just because you have a dirty thought doesn't mean you pursue that thought. Like you can have a dirty thought and it just pass your mind. Unless you
So it could be like a 5-second one or like a 5-minute thought.
No, it can be like an hour long. And then all of a sudden you're like, excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom. Not really. That's actually disgusting. I really hope no one watching this has actually done that. But I also know that no guy watching this has not ever considered it.
Yeah.
Because you kind of have to. Because you have to weigh out your options, guys. Some days.
I'm so glad girls don't have to deal with that.
Some days are just more interested in others. It's torture. It really is.
It sounds like torture because
no,
if
it
you get
really,
a thought,
it actually is. It actually is.
You have to filter your thoughts then.
No, you can't.
I know, but like if you could, like you have to like kind of try to.
But you can't.
Yeah.
So why are you saying I have to do that?
No, because it's torment is what I'm saying. That would be so.
No, you don't have to filter your thoughts. You have to just like cope with it. It doesn't stop, especially at night.
Running with it.
No, you don't. No. So that's another thing. That's why I wanted to lay down the fundamentals, the context. Because if you're at football practice, you have none. You don't have any. You know, because all your blood.
So it's like
flows
how
in
distracted you are.
Yeah, it's how open is your brain? How bored are you? When you get bored, that's when they start to flutter.
More and more.
That's why in Spanish class, God! But then if you're in math class, it's not the same because you actually have to focus. You're actually kind of focused. But then, like I say that, but then all of a sudden I'd be a freshman, some senior would walk in, and all of a sudden, oh, there she is. So I'd say in school you get about 10 a day, but only like 2 or 3 of those you actually like really deeply think about. But if you're like at home alone and you have nothing to do, you're never not thinking like that.
Gotcha.
You're like never.
Jeez. So it's constant.
Constantly. No, it really is. Like, you take a guy and you don't give him any video games or anything to do and you put him in a room for 24 hours, his right arm is going to be very sore. He's gonna have this glossy eyed
Okay, we got it. We got it. Okay, this one kind of plays off of.
He's gonna be twitching.
Shut up. This one plays off of like the question I just asked you.
Yeah.
So since like guys kind of think about dirty things a lot, do you think guys are more likely to cheat than girls, or do you think it's the other way around?
In high school, yes. In college, no.
Yeah.
From what I've learned and experienced and seen and been told, there's this weird shift. I don't know when it happens. I've been too involved with, my businesses and YouTube to really pay attention. But when I go out, it's very apparent that the girls are more aggressive than the guys.
That is 100% true.
Like a guy.
Girls are not scared.
A guy can just stand there and a girl will eventually come as long as they come off as confident. But in high school, it's the opposite. The guys go to the party thinking like, okay, what kind of girls are there? You're checking the Instagram, the Snapchat stories, whatnot.
But in college,
it's
just crazy.
There's so many. In college, the guy is actually starting to mature, whereas in college, the girl has already been mature. For those of you that don't know, girls mature a lot sooner. So they're more used to themselves, like actually thinking smart. Like a girl realizes that the person that they're with is a loser or not way sooner than a guy would. So if you have like your high school sweetheart, you've been dating him for 2 years, you dated him because he played basketball or something, or he was tall, but then all of a sudden you get to college and he's 6 hours away and he doesn't even like do anything with himself. You realize that because you see all these guys in fraternities and whatnot that are actually like going, like working hard to get a degree and whatnot. So then you just cheat on him.
But I feel like if it's a long distance relationship, one of them is bound to like possibly have
definitely the girl.
Really?
Definitely the girl. What do you mean? Why are you saying this? Is this to make me look bad?
No.
You know this. We've talked about this.
I'm just thinking like if it's
girls
long
get
distance,
lonelier
though,
a lot easier than guys do, especially in college. They're more vulnerable.
But I think if it's long distance, it's gonna be the guy. But if they live in the same town, it's more likely to be the girl.
No,
because the girl will get bored. But the guy gets lonely.
I will say that is so untrue. The vast majority of my guy friends that do long distance stay loyal. I've never known a girl that stayed loyal to their long distance boyfriend.
Really?
No.
I'm
sure there are. I'm sure there are girls out there that are loyal, and I respect you, and we appreciate you. That's incredible. But from what I have seen, what I have learned, because when a guy dates a girl in high school and they go to college, the girls just get so much more attention. Like it's such a new world for them. Whereas the guy is kind of just like, I just want to play video games and hang out with the bros. Well, as girls, they really want to they want to go make friends, meet people, join a sorority, things like that.
Girls want to be more social.
Yeah, it's like they just want to have a good time, I guess. I don't know. Not that guys don't cheat. Oh my god, guys do cheat.
Definitely do too.
But it's just from what I've been able to tell in the stage of college that we're in, it is apparent that girls cheat far more often.
I also think it's
on long distance.
I also think it's more like of a bigger change, like from high school to college, just because girls feel more free. Like you get away from your parents.
That's what I'm
saying. You would be surprised with like how big of a difference that is. Like you realize how many people are out there, and you also want to be social. Yeah. And, like a lot of people want to be social. They want to like go to different fraternity parties. That's just how it kind
Why does this have to be about college?
Well, no, I'm just saying in college that's that's the biggest change.
In general, for the majority of people watching who are probably in high school, guys definitely cheat more. Yeah. Like definitely. So a lot of you that are in high school that are saying, Jack, that can't be true. I don't believe you. I understand, because I would have said the same thing, but that's just what happens. Be with who makes you happy. If you cheat on someone, it's obvious that they weren't making you happy, but don't cheat on them.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't risk a relationship with a person for that. Okay.
Don't ruin a relationship for that.
Okay, this one's kind of funny and fun, and I've always kind of wondered this, because you've never told me this answer before.
Okay.
Like, ever. And we talk about this type of stuff a lot, but you've never made it like really clear.
And I make a lot of things clear, so let's see.
Okay.
What is it?
So if you could marry a rich celebrity and live like a Kardashian, would you?
No. Wait. Live like a Kardashian as in like luxury, do whatever I want, or as in I have to deal with paparazzi
You have to
and be
deal
famous?
with both. Like you have to deal with all the negative stuff, but
No way. I would never even consider it. Anyone that does that just simply lacks perspective.
But do you think most guys would want to do that?
Yes, because they don't have the perspective that I have. From my perspective and what I've learned and seen in the media and when we travel, when I go to LA in particular, I would never in my life ever want that in my life. That's why I like where we are at in YouTube, where we're kind of like big, you know, we'll get recognized in Target, but we're not, people aren't taking pictures of us, people are still respecting us. If we have a problem, it's personal. I don't know how to explain that other than we still have our own personal lives. Kardashians don't get to do that. And I don't think any sort of wealth is worth that. And I think if you actually look at their social media or watch an interview with any of them, that's pretty obvious. Because if you watch like a Kylie Jenner video, she's just as insecure as every other person. Constantly fixing her hair, saying I need this angle, you know, things like that, where every other girl does that. So it's like, okay, what is it worth?
They're just a normal person.
Everyone
just
looks up to you, you're a billionaire, you're so hot,
Your
so
entire
spicy and attractive. I think about you all the time, but yet for some reason, you're just as insecure. Never sell your soul. That's essentially saying, would you sell your soul? And no, I would not.
Yes.
I'm very proud of what I've accomplished for myself and for us, and I will keep it.
I like that answer. That's actually really, really good.
Rubber Ducky Army, bitches. Merch in description. That's all I'm saying.
This next one I've always wondered about, but I haven't like asked you just because, I mean, I want to be told the answer, but at the same time, like, I don't want to know. And some people might get offended about this, but don't. It's just a question that I'm just curious to know how the male brain thinks, because they think a lot differently than I do. Like, I'm like, ha, sparkles. Anyways, the question is, do guys think they're better than girls?
That depends on at what. I don't think I'm better than anyone unless I actually am. I think you're asking me if guys think that they are better than girls. I would say yes. I think that's obvious. I don't know how to answer this question without pissing everybody off, but like I think it's pretty apparent that like guys are more capable human beings as far as physically. But I think girls make up for that in every way when it comes to like patience and understanding and motherly characteristics and things like that. Like I'm obviously stronger than Gabrielle, but I don't have patience at all with people. Gabrielle has all the patience in the world. That's why we work.
I feel like girls are also more book smart. Like they're more.
Oh yeah,
readily,
no,
not
that's
like
another
school,
thing.
like,
what is it like? 65% of all college graduates are female now?
Yeah, like
that?
more people graduating college are girls.
But I do think that guys are just like to think that they're better than girls. This is the most disgusting thing I ever seen. You ever go to the NBA Instagram page? I cannot look at it. The comment section, every time they post a girl on there, why isn't she in the kitchen? Why isn't she making a sandwich? Go look. For those of you that want to know if there's really like, you know, gender roles or like a gender gap, it's actually been proven false. So there's not like a gender pay gap, but there's a clear gender like barrier for girls.
But that's why it makes it so much
when a girl
harder.
wants to do something, they run into more barriers culturally because guys or people in general just don't see them as that, having that role, like an athlete or a doctor or something like that.
Yeah, literally with me and my parents, this isn't bad or anything, but they're always like, just if you want to have a family, you have to be ready to make those type of sacrifices. But like, I'm lucky.
It's always the girl making the sacrifice. You see
And
what
my
I'm saying?
mom's always reminding me of these sacrifices I'm gonna make, and it drives me insane. I'm like, Mom, I can do this. Like other people say it too, but luckily I'll have Jack as a stay-at-home dad.
Oh, guys, I can't work like I work now for the rest of my life. I'll go insane.
I think girls just have to overcome more obstacles than guys do, because they think guys like could automatically do it. Like, oh, it's fine, like he's a guy, like he can do it. But with a girl, like people doubt them more.
Yes, but no, it's just that people just assume that that's for guys. Like, and obviously there comes this like issue though. When it comes to certain things, you should 100% be aggressive in that girls can do just as well. But when it comes to other things, you don't want to saturate your claim by making broad claims that are easily proven false. Like when girls say that they should play against guys in the NFL. No, you shouldn't, and you are an idiot for thinking that. Like obviously anyone will say that. That is not an intelligent thing to say.
That's how
You
you
should
get
never
smashed.
suggest that a 130, 140 pound ripped girl should go up against any
A 300-pound
football
guy.
NFL player. That's unsafe.
It is unsafe.
It's like
Are you
inhumane.
kidding me?
It's like inhumane.
Yeah.
Like it's
Because then you're comparing
unethical.
them non-stop.
No, you're not.
Well, it comes to that.
There is no comparison. You just get ran over and hurt. But when it comes to certain things like Can a girl be a doctor? Hell yeah. To be honest, probably better than a guy, because guys don't have that like patience.
And they're more caring.
Like a
too.
nurse and stuff. Oh my god. When I go to the doctor and the person talking to me or working on me is a girl, I feel happier. I feel better about it. I just feel like
they're
more
also
taken
a lot
care
more
of.
precise with everything they do. Guys have the
more
tendency to be a little bit more sloppy.
Guys are quicker, more aggressive. They're less patient. They're more dominant. Whereas girls are more like,
I'd rather have a
let's
female
pay attention
doctor,
to what we're
just
doing.
because I
Exactly.
like
That's what I'm saying. I think we just said the obvious. Like, yeah, a girl shouldn't think she can play in the NFL, unfortunately, because you just don't have the physicality to do that. That's dangerous. And
I don't got muscle. I got noodles.
but for what you don't have, you always compensate for what you do have. So that's the way I look at it.
Girls and guys have different
So
strengths.
long story short, guys definitely think that they're like better than girls. Just because guys are guys. They got egos and whatnot.
Okay, this is the last question. This was actually super juicy too. Because girls, you know how we are. We like to talk to our girlfriends all about the tea, the drama that's going on in our relationships. So do guys also do that? Because with girls, oh my gosh, sometimes you just can't talk to your boyfriend about things. Like you have to rant about them to your girlfriends. Because if you don't, you might go psycho. Like sometimes you talk about me in front of me to your friends, but it's never anything bad. But like, do you ever...
Yeah, it is.
No, not really.
Oh, you mean like insulting?
Yeah, like do you ever talk about us?
I like sexualize my girlfriend in front of my friends daily. I'm a very proud guy. I want everyone to know that she's mine. But what was the question?
Like,
you made that very hard to understand.
Do guys talk about their girlfriends whenever they're having problems to their guy friends?
Not really. I'd say that they like to pretend like the girl's an option. She's like, oh man, if this girl keeps tripping, I'm just gonna have to go to this party and find that one girl. You know what I'm saying? Like they got this like ego. I'm telling you, this is.
I don't like that.
This is straight up. Well, I mean, it doesn't get anywhere. It's not like it matters, but like a guy.
They're more talk.
Yeah. That at the end of the day, guys are just far more vocal about their inner ego than girls are. Which is good or bad.
But
it's
girls
50-50
are less
always.
vocal, depending on the girl. They're less vocal, and they'll do something and surprise you, and you're like, didn't expect that to happen. Guys, they always talk. They're like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Then it never happens. You're like, eh. Like, you don't talk to your guy friends if we're having like problems?
I mean, I do if they're like bad, but it's more like me just justifying myself. It's not like I'm looking for insight or anything. Like I'll be like, Gabrielle was acting absolutely ridiculous. This is exactly what happened. I look to almost confirm my own thoughts, not actually get advice or talk to someone about it. Guys,
I love talking about you to my girlfriends though sometimes.
I can tell. I get that.
Like good stuff. Good stuff.
Gabrielle's friends know more about me than my own friends do, and I don't even see them. That's the funny thing. But at the end of the day, everyone is equal to an extent, but also everyone is better than other people at things. And I think the more time you spend focusing on what you enjoy and what you're good at, rather than what other people think you're good at or think you're bad at or think you can or can't do or what they think you shouldn't be able to do, I don't think that matters. I think we have this culture where we're so quick to just want to drain everyone of their potential by simply just talking shit and just talking too much. No one should use Twitter anymore. I deleted Twitter a long time ago. I deleted Snapchat. That's why I don't post on there. It's not good. It's not healthy. Every time I go on Twitter, it's some political thing that I completely disagree with, or I completely see right through, or I just think is disgusting and terrible. And it goes in all these different directions and realms that just, it's pointless. Okay, focus on yourself. Focus on the people around you. Okay, I don't care that what's his face doesn't think Gabrielle can be a doctor, and she shouldn't care that he thinks that way. Also, I don't think it's healthy to be irrational or impractical either, okay? I don't understand the type of person to go on Twitter and complain about how there's all these obstacles for females or all these obstacles for guys on whatever it is that they're wanting to do, and then be so shocked when those obstacles appear and then not be able to get over them. If you're able to recognize, hey, as a female, it is going to be more difficult for me to get into a med school as compared to a guy, like just because of cultural things. I'm not saying like school is harder for a girl, like they give a girl a harder test, but culturally, if you're disagreeing with this right now, you are very, very, very,
actually, it's
very
easier
ignorant.
For women to get into med school than it is for men.
On paper, because not a lot of girls are doing it. Yeah. I'm saying culturally.
Okay.
Culturally. How many of my friends that are girls are going to be a doctor right now? Not a nurse, but a doctor. I'm talking a surgeon. You are the only one. I have like 30 guy friends that are on their way to be a surgeon right now. You are the only girl that I know personally that is on their way to be a surgeon.
Yeah.
That's not okay. But you know, as long as you recognize the obstacles that are going to be in front of you, I think you can do anything if you practice patience and practicality. That's exactly what you must do. I don't think it's important what other people think or say or do. And at the end of the day, like I said, everyone is equal, but also they are not. Everyone deserves a voice, But everyone doesn't deserve everything, you know? Like Kobe Bryant, he deserved to be a legend. I don't deserve to be a legend. I don't have that work ethic. I don't have that drive. I don't do things at that level to be a legend. But that doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying?
We're all meant to do our own things.
That's what I'm saying. So if you let some guy on Twitter or some statistic dictate whether or not you should or can or cannot do something, well then you're a fucking idiot and you deserve to not do that. Whereas if you decide, okay, you know what, I think I can do that, then guess what? You probably will, and then you'll deserve it.
And it's almost more rewarding, like proving people wrong.
It's 100%
like,
more
you said I
rewarding.
couldn't do this, and look at what I'm doing
There's so
now.
much more to respect and honor when a girl is, you know, a doctor, you know?
A boss-ass bitch.
Exactly. I want to marry a boss-ass bitch. I don't want to be marrying some girl that's... I wake up and she's on her phone like this. Derek, an Alpha Sigma Kappa Alpha Delta fraternity says that I can't be a doctor, Jack. Like, everyone that I ever knew never took YouTube seriously, and they still don't, but look where we are now. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's true.
This was a long video, but I think
long.
it was very insightful, and I'm sure a lot of you learned a lot of things. I'm sure I pissed some people off, but hopefully I was able to compensate for that with some guidance at the end. I wasn't really like much of a jokester, because I think this is important topics, guys. This isn't, you know, the candy cane kissing challenge. This is real deal social and cultural phenomena that are going on right now that people sometimes like to ignore.
That's I don't have any more questions, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Jack, for answering lots of questions that are awkward or sometimes people just don't want to talk about.
So at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want. Guys,
I think I'm the man in the relationship, that's all I have to say.
You're being serious?
Yeah, I'm being serious.
I will let you be the man of the relationship in your head, but you are certainly not.
Mm-hmm, I definitely am.
We'll see about that when we get to the bedroom, but hope you guys
That
enjoyed.
has absolutely nothing to do with it.
That has a lot to do with it.
Who does all like the little things? Oh, Gabrielle, I don't know how to do this. Help me, help me, help me. And then I help you. Whatever. We're not gonna argue about this. Anyways, guys, we hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know down below what you guys want to see next. Yeah, I know I have a point. That's why I said it.
I like to think that I get shit done, but Gabrielle's the only reason I'm able to get it done, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have a girl that holds it down, keeps you together.
And I do hold it down.
Rubber ducking links merch will be linked down below. I have an extreme headache, guys. You better be grateful for this video because I did not want to film today. I was not feeling good.
I think I also killed
but to be honest,
car
I'm
battery.
pretty glad that I did. So
Yeah.
we're all right. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you
In the next one.